Let's get all sorted. I'm James.
And I'm Jeff. Today we separate fact from fiction.
No matter how much clutch power there is.
All Sorted is brought to you by the support of our patrons, and it's executive produced by Brandon Ellis.
As always, if you want to check out links to everything we're talking about today, head over to breakingdads.com.
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 You can also leave us a comment there or find us on Twitter. I'm at Still Sorting.
And if you like what we're doing, please let someone else know about the podcast. We have a Facebook page because we joined the this century.
Yeah, we're up to 2008. Isn't that exciting?
That's amazing.
Or 5? I don't know.
No.
8?
We've probably been superseded by 20 other technologies.
Well, we definitely have.
Do people
Just us personally.
Let's do a retrograde format like a podcast, Jeff.
Look for our MySpace page coming soon. Yeah, if you could like us on Facebook or spread the word any way you can. I think today's mission is to just a lot of graffiti. I want to see graffiti.
What's with you and the illegal acts?
You know, I'm trying to get one of our listeners arrested. I think that would get us a lot of press. So really, if you're volunteering to get arrested, let me know. We'll find a way to make it happen.
Yeah, don't get involved in like a political movement or anything useful like that. Do just something about a Lego podcast.
I think Lego podcasts are the most political thing you can be involved in. Is that not a fact? I heard that from Donald Trump. Anyway.
Right. So what are we talking about today?
Well, we've been talking about Lego bricks for some time now, but it's time to turn our attention away from the bricks themselves and onto an indispensable tool designed with the sole purpose of helping you take those bricks apart.
His name's Jeff.
It's high time we look at the brick separator.
The brick separator. So it's not me and my teeth and fingers and all that.
Well, we'll get into that because it was for a very long time,
it was.
You and your teeth and fingers and all of that. But as we discussed in our hopefully comprehensive Lego history, the original Lego bricks, or automatic binding bricks, were a great toy for stacking, but the hollow undersides didn't give the finished models very much stability and certainly limited the play value of the finished product. It wasn't until Gottfried Kirk Christensen improves the brick with his stud and tube design that the bricks would gain clutch power. Now the bricks can be attached and stay attached until the children playing with it wanted them separated. Separating the bricks was a simple matter, even for the smallest child, at least for the bricks that gave the child enough of a finger hold to pull them apart. As more and more plates made their way into Lego sets, things got a little trickier. The first 1x2 plates came out in 1962. I would imagine children began sticking them together right away and then ran into the problem of how to get them back apart. There was no internet back then to teach kids some easy tips and tricks to get their stuck plates apart, so children had to get creative.
Yeah, and Clutch Power sounds like an awesome band.
If there's not a Lego-based...
There is a band named Clutch, but Clutch Power. It's just a whole other level.
There's lots of Lego characters named Clutch Power, Clutch Powers, fun like that, because Lego.
Yeah, there has to be.
Exactly. I think if you named your band Clutch Power, Lego would probably sue you.
Probably.
Anyway, I've broken some of the early solutions for stuck Lego down into the pros and cons, so we can discuss what people were doing before the brick separator became a tool.
Okay.
So the first, most obvious one is use your fingernails, right? On the pro side, no need for outside equipment. You own fingernails, I hope, or you're some sort of weird genetic issues. I feel for you. We should do a fundraiser now.
Yeah, they're not weird. It's just their version of normal Jeff.
Just their version. You're right. I gotta shift my context, don't I? On the con side, you need to let your fingernails grow out a little and drink a lot of milk.
It's true. I cut my nails really short, so it's a problem with Lego.
And I chew my nails because I am a grown-up 12-year-old. Also, Lego really hurts when your hand slips across the corner of a brick. It's
like a hangnail getting ripped out or something.
It's amazing how sharp the corner of a Lego brick can be when your hand moves across it at what I'm assuming is Mach 3, because there's no other way that much skin could have been removed. And you don't want to Google Lego hand injuries because there's some gruesome ones out there.
How to clean blood off of my curtains and wall from Lego injuries.
I have seen some things researching this podcast that I can't unsee.
No, I'm glad you did this one. I don't need to see that.
No, nobody does. So, just go to our page. We won't have gruesome pictures. The other most obvious method that I think everyone has done is use your teeth, right? Yeah. Again, no need for any other tools. On the con side, you get teeth marks on your Lego, and also the increased potential for emergency dentistry.
Definitely know the small little box of Lego that me and my siblings had as it got passed down. very riddled with teeth marks.
Absolutely.
It's just
You're like, did a pack of small dogs get involved in this
Yeah.
somehow? Yeah, it's definitely there are pieces that went from my collection to my children's collection because it's like, oh look, my canine had grown in at that point. That's you can see the mark. That's beautiful. Interesting note: the American Association of Pediatric Dentistry does not keep stats on Lego related injuries. I'm upset about that.
Wow.
I
You
wanted.
went for it, and they denied you.
I spent about, and I'm not lying, and this is sad, about 4 hours trying to find out if there's any sort of stat out there.
Did you call them?
I did not call them. I feel like okay.
You're
I
gonna have
spent
to
4
do
hours
that
on
now.
the internet.
No, you got to hit the phone, man.
This is important.
That would be a really interesting conversation. Once they stop laughing at you, they'd be like, a lot.
Yeah. The closest thing I found was a woman who rushed her child to the pediatric dentist and said that he chipped his tooth on a toy, and the dentist said, "Was it Lego?" We see that a lot. So that's it's common enough.
Yeah.
Another interesting use, you can use the corner of another piece of Lego. As we discussed, the corners are sharp. And you have a pile of Lego in front of you when you're playing with Lego, unless you only own 2 plates, in which case, why are you playing with them? That's just sad.
I have no scars at all from doing this.
Yes.
Slip.
And that's the con, the greater chance of hand slippage and knuckle pain.
Yeah.
It's and that's good because you're doubling the amount of damage you can do
Exactly.
because you're holding the one piece in the other.
Well,
and
you
you
grind your hand into the one, and then you'll slip and stab the other piece
Yeah.
into yourself.
Oh, good times.
Just-
Good. And you feel smart when you do that, don't you?
You're just so like, I am so angry with myself right now because that was ridiculous.
And usually that's what you do right before you go, forget it, I'm biting it.
Yeah.
Using my teeth marks be darned. The next improvised tool, a butter knife. I definitely did this a lot.
It seemed safer.
Yeah, well, they're butter, right? And your parents have a drawer full of them when you're a kid. What do they need how much butter are they spreading, really?
And Lego is not going to wreck that.
Yeah, exactly.
You think.
Metal on Lego, not a problem. On the con side, butter knives are usually a lot thicker than you'd like.
Yeah.
And also you have to hide the knife after you accidentally bend the tip, which, might have happened. And my parents may have eventually had to ask, hey, where did all the butter knives go?
Which one of you kids has a hash habit?
Yes.
Which is
That's where your mind
That's
goes?
my go-to. Yeah, I just assume it's the parents are going to think the worst possible thing. What are kids doing with butter knives? They're not useful for doing anything really dangerous.
Well, unless you sharpen them up and make it like a shank for like schoolyard beatdowns. Is that...
Yeah, that's way too prison. What kind of school did you go to?
It was a prison school. Did I not mention that?
Sharpened butter knife. Let me check your backpack.
Yeah,
As the kids are heading out the door.
it was trouble. It was a rough school,
So,
man.
Yeah, I'd be worried if I saw bent butter knives. I'd be like, "What were you guys doing? This is just not
It's just Lego, man.
It's just Lego.
Just Lego.
your Lego habits out of control."
This next one I found that people had used successfully. I would never try it, and that's to use a razor to separate your
That
stuck
seems
Lego.
horrifying.
Now they're nice and thin and easy to slide between the plates.
Oh, gee.
However, they're also nice and sharp and can easily slide into your
Okay, no,
hand.
Stop making me think about this. It's just horrible. I would never think to use a razor. No, that's not true. I would probably use an X-Acto knife, which is a razor.
Yeah, that is razor. Yeah.
So
but you're farther away from it, so safer.
I feel like I would have more. I just imagining just a little razor blade from one of those oldie razors. That just seems terrible.
I would imagine if you got a massive scar from trying to separate 2 Lego pieces using a razor, you're going to lie about how you got that scar.
Yeah.
Like that's like I was in a knife fight.
It was a bayonet wound.
When I was younger, Dr. Ben Carson came at me.
It's
I had
gonna
to
happen.
block it with my knife. Luckily, it after it hit my hand, it hit my belt buckle and broke.
Yes,
It's just the thing that
definitely.
happened. Moving on from the scary thought of using razors, how about a pair of pliers? Right? This is a tool designed for grabbing things.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you're going to definitely scratch up your Lego.
Yes.
Because in a battle between metal and ABS,
No.
metal will always win.
Those little teeth in the pliers will just decimate your edges.
Upside, hey,
do it.
now you have 2 plates again, or at least 1 plate and
One and a half plate.
Yeah. Good times. Good tool. And here's another one I found online, and this is the last of the improvised ones I could find. I don't know why I never thought of this. Why not use dental floss? Right? On the upside, you can improve your flossing skills while separating your stuck plates. What's not to love about that?
I would never have thought of using dental floss.
Yeah, and this is the one technique that I've never tried. And to be honest, I feel like it has a very low chance of success.
I feel like we're gonna have to try it now.
that would be an interesting...
No, yeah, maybe if it was like depends on the kind of floss. Maybe like the the ribbon floss is
Maybe.
able to slip
We
on.
would
I
have to
don't
definitely
know.
buy different flosses.
Yeah.
You don't uncoat it. I don't think you want like mint flavor all over
That's true.
all of your stuff. Plus, like, how do you manipulate the floss? You need two hands, don't you, to manipulate? I really don't I can't even conceive of this technique.
No.
If somebody
yeah.
knows of a video of somebody using floss to separate stuff, send it our way. I am very
why would
curious.
I do this now?
Well, that's the thing, because we
Yeah.
live in the modern world.
Yeah.
Right? And so Lego left kids and adults alike using their teeth and other improvised tools to separate their stuck pieces for only 3 decades before finally releasing a tool to aid in deconstruction. The first official Lego brick separators hit the market in 1990.
After all the damage had been done.
Yes.
I didn't even know when these hit market.
Well, that's it. In 1990, they released part number 6007. Unfortunately, there would still be a generation of kids that would not know it existed, as it was pretty hard to find.
That explains it.
Yes. Now, it did appear in 69 sets over the next 21 years, but all the sets were bulk sets like the Universal Building or Freestyle or Creator Bucket sets, or they were DACTA educational and Mindstorm robotics sets.
I think that's the first place I saw it was in an educational set. Was
Yeah.
like, what?
Yeah.
This is amazing.
You're not alone on that. Now, you could buy the brick separator by itself, but only through an official Lego store, and if you'd have to be lucky enough to have one near you, circa 1990.
It's like an under-the-counter thing they would sell in a paper bag. Like a brick separator.
It came in a nice poly bag, but it's not I don't think Kmart was like, hey, you know what we need to stock? A brick separator.
Yeah.
If you were only buying the theme sets like Town or Pirates, you would have never seen a brick separator, except for maybe at school, which did lead to some moral and ethical dilemmas, like this wonderful example I found on the Reddit thread. Today I learned about the Lego brick separator. Where was this when I was a kid? Our author goes on to explain this beautiful story. In grade 2, there was one of these in our Lego bin. I love this thing to death, so one day I stole it. I felt horrible. I felt like expletive. I was the scum of the earth. How could my classmates separate their Lego bricks now? Guilt was eating me up inside, so I devised and successfully executed a plan to sneak the piece back into the class and into the Lego bin. Now, unfortunately, the author of this Lego post has deleted their account, so the author's name has been lost to history. I like to imagine that it was written by Tobey Maguire.
You captured that voice.
Did I?
Yeah, that's a curious kind of guilt to carry around.
There's a beautiful comment under it where someone's like, wow, it's like Dostoevsky. It's like Crime and Punishment right here in one little Lego brick separator paragraph. Yes. I can imagine every time he's taking apart the pieces at home, just the guilt just ratchets up.
Every time he passes somebody in the mall and he can hear a rattle of Lego in a shopping bag, he just doubles over in a kind of existential pain.
The sound of Gerstelling
Just pouring through his nightmares.
just makes him cry.
All night.
Yes. Poor Tobey Maguire. You can't prove it wasn't Tobey Maguire, right?
Is that how it works now?
Yeah. Isn't that the level of proof that we're at?
We don't have a lawyer, Jeff. I keep telling you this.
Now, even though the brick separator wasn't included in a lot of sets, it did come in one of the more interesting sets to come out of the 90s, and that's saying something. Interesting set to come out of the 90s. Set number 1666, great part number there, the Brick Vac. Now, in this one, not only do you get an, at the time, rare brick separator to protect your fingers and teeth from harm, but you also get the Brick Vac to protect your feet. It includes 136 pieces to play with and then vacuum up by rolling the brick vac along the floor, making the spinning front scoop up any Lego it runs over and push them inside the brick vac's body. They need to reissue this, as my kids are starting to spread their Lego further and further away from the Lego table, and it's only a matter of time before my feet feel the pain.
The Lego's running away from your children.
Lego's running away from the children.
How long did this thing last for?
Once. One release.
Really?
Yes.
So I'm wondering if there was just like mechanical issues with it or what. Yeah, I've never seen one in action.
Well, I imagine these are definitely new molds that had nothing to do with Lego, right? It's a piece. Now, you could fit base plates on the top of the body to sort of keep everything enclosed, and I guess you could build with it, but it's far away from Lego's core as you can get.
Yeah.
I want one, though. Yeah. Even though I read in the reviews, it didn't work great.
That's what
it
I
could
was
get
wondering.
clogged up for sure. It didn't like some pieces. Really small pieces wouldn't get scooped up. But really, I just want to make sure I don't step on a 1x2.
I need to
it's
create
not
like
what I want.
a Lego Roomba.
A Lego Roomba. Oh,
There's a market for that.
a Lagoomba.
Sounds like something. A bean picker goes outside.
Yeah, I don't know. What's Danish for vacuum?
No idea. Let me check. Yeah, no, I don't.
Because we could make a vacuum well.
That's true.
A vago. I don't know. That doesn't sound good at all.
No. Yeah, I think you're gonna have to live with the Lego trying to escape your house for the next while.
All right.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of time.
And so they don't feel the threat of the you threatening to vacuum up the Lego, or
The thing is, they know that that's unrealistic for me.
right.
And now, maybe if my wife makes the
Yeah,
threat.
if she yells that out, it'll get
Yeah.
cleaned.
Because, they're like, you're not going to vacuum it up, Dad. The worst you'll do is take it for your collection, and then you'll give it back to us in other pieces.
After we take it.
Yes. So that was the original brick separator. 21-year history, a whopping 69 sets. Then, in 2012, Lego improved the brick separator with the release of part number 96874. This is the new brick separator. Improvements to it included adding an axle pusher to help remove Technic pins and axles.
Oh, that's the critical one, isn't it?
Very
That's
important.
even worse in Lego.
Oh, yeah.
Like
'cause
in terms of standard bricks. Mm-hmm. I never even think to use that thing either.
well, see, that's your problem. You have the one, I imagine, right? From
we got
from
one.
the mine. Oh, you got a bunch? See,
Yeah, but I'm going to go with the insane pinch grip that it's required to pull some of those pins out. I'm like, I'll do it. I'll get it.
You're like psyching up, throwing back 3 cappuccinos.
I've got a permanent little grip in between my fingers of the pin. It's horrible.
Or you could use the tool they gave you.
I could totally do that. I just never think of it because, again, it wasn't there when we grew up.
You know what? Your kids have to start training you.
Yeah, they
I think
do.
that's the problem.
I think so.
But yeah, definitely that axle pusher was necessary as more and more of the standard Lego sets are using techno. That's right. Parts. That's right. Drum and bass parts. No, Technic parts. Wow. I'm on today. Anyway, other improvements included thinning out the back of the handle to aid in prying off tiles, especially ones you've stuck down to a base plate, and then adding an offset jumper plate anti-stud to aid in the removing of stuck jumpers. Now, they would just the year after they released this new improved brick separator, would add a little ridge to the bottom of jumper plates, making them easier to remove even without the brick separator. But hey, it's nice to know you have options. And in an effort to save children's developing hands and teeth, Lego made this new and improved brick separator much, much easier to acquire. It has already appeared in 272 sets in less than 5 years.
Which explains why I have 800,000 of them. That's great, though.
That is the blessing and the curse. And I think Lego is very smart. You can get them in sets as low as 300 pieces. So it's not just the massive, massive sets that have them. Or you can buy them online or buy them at the Lego store. I see people buying them at the Lego store, and I'm like, you're going to buy a big set.
Yeah.
just buy a big set. It'll be in there.
It's just people like me who are like, didn't realize they existed for a while. And they're like, oh, look at this. And they don't know. It's everywhere.
It's everywhere. And it's great that they've made this invaluable tool so easy to get your hands on. But without any effort on my part, I now have approximately 50 or 60 more brick separators than I will ever require. So the question is, what's an AFOL supposed to do with all these extra tools? Seriously, James, tell me.
You start your own brick separator store? I don't know. What do you...
A brick separator store, yeah.
We
got brick separators and brick separators. Hey, you need a brick separator? No, you have 70? Dang.
Find a use for them in the construction world. There's got to be some crossover we can do here. So maybe, I don't know, go to a construction site, see if they need them.
Hey, you need
Some
to build a
masonry
Lego.
tool.
Yes.
You need to get those bricks apart. What are you doing? Dude, get off my wall.
They're not quite big enough to be a doorstop. Luckily, some people smarter than us, which is most of the world, have some solutions. Now, the first one, and this is my preferred method, donate them to schools.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, just pack them up and give them out to your local kindergarten and grade 1 teachers. They already have Lego in the classroom, and more brick separators means less fighting over brick separators. If you want to throw in some used Lego, they'll be even happier. Just make sure you wash it first. So this is a good thing to get rid of your pieces that have small tooth marks in it, because
There you go.
the kids don't care in the classroom.
The giving them all these brick separators might mean more like outsider style knife fights outside with brick separators. I don't know. We could be causing problems.
You just referenced the Outsiders?
I don't know. I was thinking
You're afraid Pony Boy is going to get his hands on a brick separator, and that's going to be the downfall of
that's
the game?
what I worry. Very 1950s style knife fight is what I was going for there.
But with brick separator.
Yeah.
Bright orange brick separators.
Absolutely.
Now who went to a prison school? I'm pretty sure the kindergarten and grade 1 teachers won't see an upswing.
You don't think so? That's good. They're
separator
going to make a comeback, man. Duels in the yard.
No, donate them. I'm just going to say it again. Just donate them.
That's
People will be
perfect.
happy.
So what else can they do with
You'll
them?
feel better. But if, say, you're no, I like to use my Lego pieces. I like to build things. Don't worry. The community has some beautiful inspiration for you. You could involve your brick separators in an intergalactic space warfare like Simon Liu did with his Vic separator. You can see the link to this beautiful, it's a great spaceship. It looks kind of like an insect. It uses, I think, 5 brick separators. That's a good way to cut down on brick separators right there. And it looks nicely menacing and flying, and it'll shoot you. If you just want to blow them up, you can do like Dr. Spock 888 did with his Death Star grenades. Fantastic. It's the Death Star from the old Lego Star Wars sets, the little planet that hangs. And then he used a brick separator as the pin for a grenade. I'm not big on weaponry.
Yeah.
Weaponry? That's not even a word. Weaponry.
Medieval weapons or weaponry.
Yeah, and this is not medieval. This is,
No.
but it looks so good and so ridiculous because it's obviously a Death Star. It's a big round grenade. But I like the idea that you can create a grenade.
A novel use of it.
It's a grenade what brings joy instead of pain. No, that's too violent for you. Dr. Spock 888 also wants to use the brick separators to help you with lawn work, as he put together a Lego brick separator grass trimmer that actually rotates and works. It's phenomenal. We linked to a YouTube video. Check it out.
Yeah.
He suggests if you've got small children that want to help you with yard work, you can give them this and they can go out and go behind you, and it looks like they're, it's got spinning blades. Those spinning blades are brick separators. But hey, if you want to go a different way and you enjoyed our Lego Arctic episode, why not take Eurobrick forum member Monsignor's snowmobile mock out for a ride. Beautiful integration of the Lego brick separator. It looks great. Click on the link. It's orange and it's a snowmobile. So those are 2 things I love.
Yeah.
By law, I think, up here. Snowmobiles?
Yeah.
Snow machines.
Snow machines.
That's more the American way of saying it.
There you
They're
go.
snowmobiles. Or you can turn your brick separators into dragonflies like Christy did. And they look so cute.
Such a cool idea.
Yeah. And it's nice because you got that angle on the brick separator. So let's use it for a functional thing. And really, the thing to remember is the brick separator, while originally intended as a tool for taking Lego apart, is just another official Lego part that can be used to build beautiful creations. Let your imagination go and start building. Just be sure to keep another brick separator nearby in case you get stuck. If you have any mocks that make use of the brick separator, let us know. You can leave a comment on the website or hit me up on Twitter. I'm at Still Sorting.
And until next time, I've been James.
And I'm still Jeff.